So today classes is the title of today classes is creating a stunning post for your social media. Okay, we are going to use two software. That's it will be Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, in the industry, we have an option to choose either one, or if you have a more budget, then you can use both of the software. Okay, to accommodate the project that you are doing. Okay, let's move on. All right. First, before we go to the software, okay, we need to understand what the purpose of the software. Okay, here I already list out tasks or the job scope for the AI and Photoshop. Okay, as we can see for AI, mainly used for creating a logo, monogram, and insignia design, vector illustration, non-photographic website element creation, and also vector software. So as a summary, for Illustrator, we mainly use for to do digital illustration, where we call it as a vector design. Meanwhile, for Photoshop, okay, the job task for Photoshop, we are using it for color correction, retouching, enhancement of photos, special effect, creation of web and motion graphic, user interface, mobile design, and also raster software. So as we can see here, Photoshop is mainly used for pictures. Meanwhile, AI we're using for digital illustration. Okay, both have a different strength and different weakness. But for to create a simple post for our social media, you can use both where the basic function such as text, composition, and also basic shape is similar. All right, let's move on. Okay, first thing I would like to share today is composition. Composition is everything in design. Okay, good composition help audience to read and action as we plan. Okay, so we need to plan our composition for the post, no matter is our post is for promotion or for giving information, but at the end of it, there's an action to the audience what they have to do. Okay, so by using composition, we're going to rearrange our material, our artwork, and to make it easy for the audience to understand the message. Okay, always use rule of third technique. So this rule of third technique is a basic technique that we apply in design, photography, videography, and I think most of our creative process work. Okay, so to do this, usually we forget to add on inside our software, Photoshop or Illustrator. Okay, I'm going to show you how we're going to enable it inside Photoshop and Illustrator. Okay, let's go to our Illustrator first. Okay, let's open our Illustrator. All right. Okay, this is template that I pass it to you. Okay, so I'm going to create a new file just to show you how to create a rule of third. Okay, I'm going to create a IG story square post. I'm going to click create. Okay, this is a default guide by the Illustrator where we have action save and also title save inside it. Okay, to enable the rule of third inside Illustrator, what you need to do, okay, is it cannot be done automatically. All right, for Illustrator, it will be done manually. So to do it, okay, go to your line tool over here, your line segment tool, click and hold until we find another option and choose rectangular grid tool. Okay, again, go to line segment tool, click and hold to open more option tool, then choose rectangular grid tool. Okay, after we choose rectangular grid tool, double click on the tool to open the option. Okay, here is how we set our grid. Okay, to create a rule of third, we need a nice box inside our visual where we separate it 3 column and 3 row. But to create inside the Illustrator, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 horizontal divider. Okay, click at the horizontal divider, 2 horizontal divider, and 2 vertical divider. So the rest of the setting, just leave it like that, and untick use outside rectangle as a frame. Okay, again, 2 horizontal divider, 2 vertical divider, and then click OK. So after we click OK, we need to bring our cursor at the top and left. Okay, hold on. My view been blocked by the person coming. Okay, top and left, click and drag, bring it to the down right end. Okay, so automatically we have our rule of third inside our document. So this rule of third, you can change the color of it by double click the stroke color, and you can choose any color that you like, okay, to visible the line, and you can change the stroke weight of this the stroke weight of the line from 1 point. Maybe you want to make it more thicker, so we can add 5 point. Okay, hold on. All right, so this grid is a part of your design, so should be is inside a layer 1. So to make sure our process, our creative process smoothly, double click on the layer 1 and name it as a guide. So don't forget to lock it. So by this step, you're creating your rule of third inside Illustrator. So we're going to use rule of third to help us to put or to rearrange our material. Okay? All right. So can we move on? Okay. So let's move on to Photoshop. So I'm going to open my Photoshop. Okay, just ignore this one. All right. Going to hide my proximity control. Okay. Okay, for Photoshop, it's a bit different between Illustrator. So Illustrator is manually created, but Photoshop, we can make it as a default. How to do it? It's quite simple. Okay, we go to Edit, go to Preferences, and choose Guide, Grid, and Slice. Okay, again, go to Edit, go to Preferences, and select Guide, Grid, and Slice. So when you click Guide, Grid, and Slice, the option will be appear, and we're going to focus on the grid section, where the color, we just leave it like that as a custom. The line, we just leave it like that. Okay, we just change the subdivision value. Okay, for Illustrator, we put 2 vertical and horizontal line. But for Photoshop, we're going to put 3 subdivision. Okay, to create our rule of third. After you done that, you can double click here to select the colors for your line or guide. So just double click, you can choose any color that you like. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use yellow and click OK. So after that, just simply click OK. So by default, your system already aware that every time we create a new document, okay, the rule of third will be there. So see, I'm going to click File, a new document, and I'm going to create an A4 Word. Click Create. Okay, the line is there. If I can zoom in, okay, maybe I need to change the color so it's more visible to the audience. Okay, it's automatically there. So maybe again, I'm going to my preferences, guide, grid, and slice, and change the color from yellow to blue. Click OK. So now my line become blue. It's more visible. It doesn't matter any size work that you create. Let's say we're going to create like a landscape 2 by 3. So the rule of third will be auto fit with your document. So this will help us to compose our work better. Okay, let's go back to our slide. So this is composition, where we split our document to nice section, where we have more targeted spaces to put our point of interest. Okay, you can choose between these 3 row line or three column line. Let's say if let's say in the film, we call this as a foreground, foreground, middle ground, and background. Or you can choose line. We have 2 line vertical and 2 line horizontal to put your point of interest, your object subject matter. So this will help you to compose. Okay, as a sample that I put down here. Okay, what we did here, we make it the post balance. Balance because the size of the laptop and the size of the smartphone is quite different, but 2 size of smartphone equivalent to the size laptop. So it looks balanced. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, this is also how we compose our post. We make it a simple post, easy to understand. So Asian people, usually we read from the left to right. So we see the discount madness first, everything 20%, went and come shop with us, hurry up. No need to add more text. The picture speaks louder than the word. Okay, you can add there. Okay, we choose the right area to put the action. And here is the left area for the information. And everything we cut in the middle here to be balanced. Even though this picture is a bit slanting. So we direct the audience eye to read from left to right. This is the information. This is the action. What you need to do. Okay. Okay. Here is a step by step I put for your preferences, for your references, how to create a composition rule of third inside Illustrator, and another one how to create a rule of third inside Photoshop. All right. Okay, everybody okay? Okay, let's move on. Okay, first we're going to focus on Adobe Illustrator. Okay, there's a 2 technique I want to share with you guys. Okay, what you're going to do, the brush style. We're using brush style to add more texture, more manual touch to our design. Okay, and then for sure we're going to use a basic shape. So basic shape is widely used inside design and the post that we can see currently. Okay, let's go to our Illustrator. Okay, I'm going to open AI Training 001. So this is what I share with you. Okay, by right, this is how we compose our post. We put our model pictures, and then we put the background. We put some text. Done. Okay, but there's no texture. There's no uniqueness. So everything is clean. So what we can do, okay, we're going to add brush style. So how to add brush style? Okay, so for those who are already open the file, you can follow me step by step. Okay, for those who are don't have the software, okay, don't worry. So this video is recorded, and then you can preview it later at your own free time. Okay, to add a brush style, what we need to do, we're going to use line tool. Okay, we're going to use line tool. Okay, to add line tool, we need to select our layer. Everything is inside layer 2. Okay, I'm going to create a line, vertical line at the edge of the pictures. Okay, at the edge of the picture on the left, I'm going to create a straight line and click and hold shift, bring it down here. to create a simple line. Okay, if I can make it thicker by changing the stroke size, so we can see the line. But this is not that too unique. It's simple line, nothing special about it. Okay, to make it more special, what we do, we're going to add brush style. Okay, go to your brush panel here. There's an icon look like a brush there. Click on your brush panel. Okay, by default, we have a few set of brushes that you can use. Okay, for this tutorial, we're going to click on the option of the brush panel. It's a three line here, as you can see. At the end top right corner, there's a three line icon. Okay, click on the option. Okay, go to open brush library. Okay, so after you go to open brush library, this is by default what the software is already prepared for us, but we need to open it, because if we didn't open it, it doesn't appear inside the panel. Okay, we're going to choose artistic, and then after that we're going to choose the paintbrush. Click at the paintbrush. Okay, again, open brush library, choose artistic, and choose artistic paintbrush. Okay, a new panel will be appear here, where this is the set of the paintbrush inside the artistic brush. Okay, what we're going to use, we're going to select quick brush 3. Okay, where is it? Quick brush 3. Okay, it should be, I think, all right, over here. So this is a quick brush 3. It's an imitate of the manual brush stroke or texture. Okay, we're going to click this. So voila. So now our line become more unique, more stylish. All right. So here we can bring it to our brush panel and then put it there, save it there. Okay, I'm going to put it there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Just leave it like that first. Okay, I'm going to close it. All right. So we have here our brush. Then we change the stroke size. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. And then this brush or this line, we can adjust the length, make it shorter, or we can make it longer. So for this tutorial, I'm going to make it like a off screen from the top and then go straight to the bottom with the stroke become minimal a bit. Okay, going to minimize the brush panel. Okay, now our line become more artistic, more unique. Okay, so we can do the same thing to here on the right edge picture. What we're going to do, simply click Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So we duplicate the brush, the line. Okay, right click, choose transform, and choose rotate. Again, right click at the line, choose transform, and choose rotate. So you click rotate. So there's another option here. I'm going to key in 180 degree to rotate my brush. Okay, because we don't want it to look similar. We're going to make it more unbalanced. So for the left side, it start from off screen on the top, and then for the right side, it start from the bottom on the right side. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change it like that. Yes. Okay, so now we have a stroke or a brush style that we apply to our post. All right, it change a bit the view, make it from a boring, a normal setting to make it more unique and artistic. Okay, another brush that we can use. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think there's a problem with my split screen. Okay, I'm going to close the chat. All right. Okay, so after we done this, my screen still on, yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is a brush that we can use to cover the edge between our picture and also background. So it look more natural in the composition. Other than that, we can still use the brush to create a shape or a basic shape to put our text. So what we're going to do, okay, we're going to create a line also. Okay, but this time we're going to make it a horizontal line, something like this. Okay, and we're going to go to the brush panel. Okay, but this time we're going to use a different style. Okay, go to the option, go to the open brush library. Okay, we're going to choose artistic again, but this time we're going to choose chalk charcoal pencil. Okay, the line will be more thicker than the paintbrush. So here we're going to use uh, the blunt stroke ataupun the blunt brush style. Okay, I'm going to click the blunt brush style. Okay, so my line is changing already. So I'm going to minimize this one first. Okay, next step is to change the stroke size. I'm going to make it bigger a bit. Okay, so now this will be a space or a place where we can put our text for our post. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit slanting. Okay, put it here, and then I make it overlapping. Oh, sorry. I'm going to make it overlapping with our other strokes. So make it like that. So make it out a bit. Okay, nice. So here we have an empty space to put more text. So our text will be more visible to the audience. Okay, rather than we use a basic rectangular shape, something like this. Okay, so it looks more unique, more stylish when using the brush style. Okay, I'm going to bring the font. I'm going to compose it there. So going to bring the font to the front. Okay, same thing I did. I'm going to slanting a bit the word. All right, I'm going to go to the character panel over here. I'm going to change the distance between the letter. So I'm going to add like 800. Okay, so make it a little bit further away from each letter, or make it that will be too far. Maybe make it 500. Okay, nice. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my top brand on top of it. Okay, make it to the front. Okay, going to slanting it a bit. Okay, change the colors. Go out to our fill. So for here, I'm going to use more like a purple, not purple color, this one. All right, and we're going to make it the letter smaller a bit. Change the size. Okay, move it like that. Slanting a bit. Same thing I did with the first letter. We're going to change the distance between letter. I'm going to add maybe 300. Okay, so make it like on top of the sale text. Yes. So now our post become more unique, more stunning, not too normal, not too boring. Okay, the rest you can add more text. Okay, to your or more text or more design to your post. Okay, you can make it center here. Nice. Okay, so this is brush style. Okay, I hope everybody can follow me. Okay, yeah, because I cannot see the chat. I think everything is okay. All right, let's move on. Another thing, okay, for the Illustrator, so the basic shape here is helping us a lot in creating our post. Okay, by using a simple basic shape. and rearrange it, it will be nicer. The post will look be unique and more nicer lah. Okay. Before we move to that, so I'm going to change or going to hide. Okay, there's a question how to bring the text in front. Okay, the shortcut will be, okay, I'm going to write it here. So the shortcut will be Control plus the bracket. Okay, Control plus bracket will bring your text to the front. But let's say this is a close bracket, but Control with open bracket. Okay, sorry. Okay, this one, Control with the close bracket will bring the text to the front or your element to the front. Control with the open bracket will bring your text to the back. Okay, you need to click it twice or more to bring your element. Actually, the how it works is simple like this. Okay, we have a layer. Okay, when we choose, let's say our text, we choose my text here. When I click Control open bracket, it moves my text layer to the back, as you can see there. If I say click Control and close bracket, it will bring back my text layer to the front. Okay. Okay, everybody. All right. So we're going to play around with the basic shape. Okay, basic shape. I'm going to hide my brush style. Okay, going to hide the line. Okay, another line. Okay, rectangular. Okay, all right. This is the line. Okay, so what we can do with our text, what we can do with our basic shape, where we can create a basic shape rectangular like this. Okay, but always try not to use everything in a very perfect square, perfect lineup. Okay, make it a little bit slanting to put more energy to our post. So we make it a bit slanting. Okay, make it bigger. Oops, okay, make it off frame a bit. So we can put it there like that, and then we can put more text underneath. I'm going to bring in front. Okay, make it a bit slanting according to our text. Nice. And then here also, what we can do, we can play around and do the repetition for the square. Okay, I'm going to add it here, and then add more square. Oops. Okay, more square, then another square to here. Okay, to make our design look more complicated. So from this, it's easy for us to use the basic shape to accommodate our design. We can duplicate the basic shape here, and we can play around with another colors. As I'm going to Control C and Control V. So I'm going to put it down here. So by changing the color, maybe we're going to make it more darker yellow. Okay. All right. So this one, double clicks, make it more darker. Okay, we can play around with that line, and then we can make more design or more graphic element to put inside our post. So this basic element also, basic shape, okay, we can modify it. Is I'm going to put it here, but I want to make it look like a tag. Before that, let me change the colors. So what we can do, we go to the pen tool. I'm going to click add anchor point and then put it in the middle here. I'm going to use my anchor selection tools and then bring the point down a bit here. So now I have a text shape to put somewhere here. Okay. So I think there's a message right there, the chat room. Let me check because I cannot see the chat room. Okay, right. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. So basically, this is for Illustrator where we use a basic shape and the brush stroke to enhance our design. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to our slide. Okay. So for Photoshop, I'm going to share with you two techniques where we're going to use background remover and how we're going to manipulate our image. Okay, let's go to our Photoshop. All right, so I'm going to close this one. Okay, this is the file Photoshop I passed to you. Okay, this is a basic design using a basic shape. The function, the way how it works, similar to the Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, no, nothing to worry about it. So, but what we're going to share today is how we're going to cut or remove the background. Okay, there's a two tool I want to share to you today. Okay, if let's say our picture is something like this with a flat background at the back, okay, we can use our magic wand tool. Okay, the tool is here, magic wand tool. Click, and we can choose the background, and then we can simply delete it. But bear in mind, before we edit any picture inside the Photoshop, we need to rasterize the layer first. Okay, this is the picture I just input to my Photoshop. So by right, it will be in a smart object mode. Okay, you can see a little icon box underneath my pictures. That's mean the picture is a smart object mode. So to edit it or to delete it, I cannot done it just like that. Okay, so I need to rasterize it. So right click at your layer, rasterize, choose. Okay, where is it? Okay, right click on the layer. Hold on, let me. Okay, oh, this one is rasterized already. Okay, another picture, right click and choose rasterize layer. Okay, click rasterize layer. So when we rasterize our layer, okay, then we can choose use magic wand, select the background, and simply click delete. So we move our background already. So the next step to do is just simply zoom into your pictures and you can touch up a little bit of you can do the cleanup using eraser and play around with the size of your eraser. Okay. Okay, this is quite simple if we done the photo shoot inside a studio or we have a plain background. But what if we have something like this? Okay, the background is quite complicated and it's quite hard to use a magic wand because system cannot detect the colors. Okay, if I choose the pictures and magic wand, it only select according to the technical color it is. Okay, to do that, okay, we're going to use a tool called magnetic lasso tool. So by using magnetic lasso tool, what we're going to do, I'm going to zoom into the pictures. Click spacebar to activate your hand tool. Hand tool is help you to move your canvas left, right, up, and down. Okay, we're going to use tool magnetic lasso tool. I'm going to click here. So by right, the system will detect the edge between two colors, the contrast between two colors that the system recognize as a line or as an edge. So the system will detect like that. Automatically, asymmetrically, the line will follow the contrast line, the edge. Okay, all right. Okay, if let's say the contrast part is not too visible, Okay, what we're going to do, we can click our mouse to put more anchor point to help the system to understand where the line should go. So we can play around with that. Just simply click and move your cursor. Okay, so this part is too contrast. Okay, what we can do, we can help the system by clicking to create a anchor point. Okay, if let's say you make it mess up something like this, don't worry. Simply click delete to go back to your previous anchor point or your point. You're going to move it. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm going to make it like a half body of our model. Okay, I'm going to make it just half body, something here, and then I make it straight. Go to the next. Okay, because we're not using the full body of the model. Okay, help the system by double click to create the icon. To create the anchor point. Okay, because if the contrast is visible, it's easy for us, or it's easy for the system to understand where the line should be. Okay, let's move up, move again up. Nice. Okay, close it. All right. So for your information, okay, this picture I downloaded from Unsplash, where the photographer is Muhammad Faiz Zulkifli. Yeah. Okay, it's Unsplash is a website that provide free and royalty picture for you to use for your social media. Okay, we already select the part that we want to use. Okay, the next one we want to delete the background. So what we're going to do, go to select. Okay, go to select, select inverse. So we inverse the selection because we want to delete the background. So again, go to select. So now we're going to modify our line. So we're going to make it smooth. So our line border will be smooth. So click smooth, and I'm going to make it like a 5 pixel. Click OK, and then click delete. So now we have our picture. The background is removed already. While we modify our border to be smooth. So if we zoom in, we can see the line is a little bit smooth. Okay, it's not that too hard or too sharp edge. So when we zoom out, so the picture will look nice. Okay, this is two tools that we use to remove our background. Okay, the next step we're going to do here, we're going to we're going to manipulate our image and compose it with our pose here. Okay, I'm going to use my selection, bring my picture, put it inside here, transform the size, make it a little bit bigger. Nice. Okay, we're going to put it somewhere there. Okay, enter. All right. So this is the composition that you want to do, but it doesn't look appeal. So what we need to do, we need to manipulate the picture a bit. We're going to put it like we're going to create like a depth of field inside our post. So how to do that is quite simple actually, because everything is there already. Okay, first we need to rearrange the position or the layer of our image because we want the text and everything to be on the top. Okay, something like that. Okay, and then we're going to cut the leftover part here for our image to be hidden. Okay, to do that, we need to create or to use a masking tool. Okay, this is our pictures. Okay, to mask, we need a shape that we can refer. So I'm going to refer to the white shape at the back here. Okay, to be guide how we're going to mask our picture. Okay, I'm going to copy my rectangular white, click and drag here, copy, and I'm going to put it at the back or underneath the layer of my model picture. Right click to my model picture and click create clipping mask. Voila. So now we have our picture is cropped already. Okay, according to what we want. Okay. So, but now the design, we cannot see the pitch box at the back. Okay, we need to move our pitch color rectangular on top our picture. But to do that, our picture will be at the back and then we cannot see it, right? So the trick is quite simple. We're going to copy our model picture and then we're going to select it and then bring it on the top of our pitch rectangular picture. But again, the picture will be same like before. Don't worry. So this is where we're going to use our eraser tool to erase the leftover part of the picture. So I'm going to use my eraser tool, make it the brush size bigger, and then I'm going to delete the below part. Okay. So we're going to delete the below part like that. All right. Okay, follow the line, the shape. Nice. So now we have our picture composed nicely because everything is there. So this has happened because we merged two images together. Let's say I've hidden my below image of the model. Okay, it will look like something like this. But because we compose it together, so it will look nicer. All right. Is it okay? Cool. All right. To make it more enhanced, we're going to put a white line in front of it, in front of our model to make it more artistic, more unique. Okay. So what we're going to do, the same thing what we do, we're going to copy the rectangular, the white rectangular. So I'm going to copy it, just simply select, click to the new item icon to copy it. And I'm going to bring it to the front of our model picture, on top of our model picture. Let it close it like that. Okay, but what we're going to do now, we're going to make a hole inside this white rectangular by using the pitch rectangular shape as a guidance. So to do that, I'm going to rasterize my pitch rectangular box. Going to use a magic wand. I'm going to select the rectangular one layers here. Click in the center so we can see the shape. And I'm going to go to my white rectangular layer. So here I'm going to click delete. Okay, but again, before that, I need to rasterize my layer. Okay, voila. So now we have the line. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want to make it like the head of our model is in front of the box, in front of the line, but the body here will be at the back. All right, so what we're going to do, we can use eraser tool and we're going to delete the top layer of our white rectangular and make it like that. Voila. But to make it more beautiful, I'm going to change the opacity of my rectangular front layer and make it like a 50% only. So I key in the 50% opacity. Ta-da! So now we have a very stunning picture post that we can post for our promotion or our sale for upcoming Hari Raya or maybe whatever product that we promote. Okay, don't forget to rearrange all the element that you have, something like this for the text. I'm going to slanting it a bit, okay, and then put it here, okay, to complete our design. Click enter. So how is it? It's a simple step. you just using eraser tool, transformation tool, okay, just copy and paste our element and rearrange it to make it everything look, there's a depth inside our post. So this is how we create or how we change our image manipulation.